When you forgive, you won't only be able to change the dark circumstances of your past, but for sure, you will be able to change your future to become clearer about whatever your goals are. Because giving forgiveness will not only be good for yourself, but also for people who necessarily lost faith to meet you until everything recovered. But remember, forgiving doesn't mean forgetting, so stay alert. The real symbol of intelligence is not in how much knowledge you understand, because everyone will also be able to have knowledge as long as their heart is tapped to unlearned. The main point of intelligence lies in the heads of imagination. It would never be possible to create a flying ship based only on knowledge. It's very unlikely that a piece of iron would be able to fly and float on its own. But when imagination is able to take over, the moon too possibly can be stepped on by many feet. Many people think they can change the world, but there are only a few people thinking to change themselves. When you are still always in the same situation, like whatever the world changes, you will still look at anything from one point of view that never differs, until you too will be left behind by the times. But when you are able to change yourself, however stagnant the wheel of life moves, you will always find the gaps to develop brilliant ideas. You will definitely experience many defeats in the arena of life, no matter how far you have trained and struggled, because everyone has the same opportunity to progress as you wish. But when your heart doesn't want to give up for not letting yourself be defeated, so every failure will become a gateway to success. And every defeat will always be a trigger to achieve victory, because your heart will always force you to forge yourself, continuing to make efforts. Just to see someone's true color, you don't need to bother learning psychology lessons. It's enough for you to stay in a position when your existence no longer brings benefit to them. Sure, you will clearly to see the true colors of themselves, because life always goes in a self-interest attitude, and that also applies to yourself. But when someone has the character of compassion in their heart and soul, then his love for others will exceed the self-interest that once infected him. Life is not much different from when someone rides a bicycle. You are required to be able to control the steering handlebar, where your thoughts, views, grip, and foot movements are harmony in one rhythm on the frame of balance. Then your vehicle will be able to glide according to your heart's wishes. But when one part of you refuses to compromise in maintaining its balance, you will be at risk of getting hurt and fall. Never put your trust in someone whose character and heart can easily change by the time. You will definitely can find firmness in his stance. It just will make you confused in every situation. Put your trust in him, who has determination unaffected by circumstances, where his idealism will remain strong, even when time has forced his reasoning to shift. So, you will have the right hand, who you can rely on in the old weather. There are times when some people want to destroy you in various ways that they do, until you fall up and down. It's not because they don't see the valuable side in you. It's just because they see it and they don't feel it, until it will trigger them to do reckless things, so that the pearl in you won't shine more and more until it dazzles and dims the lights of their lamps. You just need to remain the best version of yourself while keeping your distance from toxic people. Your value will never decrease even though no one will want to see the valuable sides of you. You can still do it, even when nobody wants to see your work. Pearl will remain pearl, although it was drowned in the mud. Its things will have its own time to rise to the surface. Theirs will still be in darkness when the sun hasn't on time to rise yet. Even the west direction will not always be bright when it's time for the suns to set. Be patient and have faith. One day, your turns will come soon. When some people have unresolved mistakes in you, their heart and mind will always be sensitive about everything you do. Even with every online status you upload, they will think that's all about themselves. Human psychology will always develop to be very sensitive. If there are negative sides in their soul's corner hasn't been resolved, even in social media message, there will always be special insinuation for someone that has been indeed prepared and intended before. Greeting.